Have you ever watched someone throw away something valuable only to realize too late that it was irreplaceable? Have you ever seen a man walk away thinking he upgraded, only to find himself standing in the middle of nothing, empty-handed and full of regret? He thought he won. He thought he made the right choice. But what he didn't know is that the moment he replaced you, he set himself up for the greatest regret of his life. And now, it's time for you to show him exactly what he lost. Not with words, not with anger, but by becoming so powerful, so radiant, that he will wish he had never let you go. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Right now, he is living in a fantasy. He believes he has moved on, that his decision was final, that you were just another chapter in his story. But reality has a cruel way of unfolding, and soon he will feel the weight of what he threw away. Because the truth is, replacing you was his biggest mistake. And the moment he realizes it, the moment he reaches for what is no longer his, it will be too late. Right now, he is confident. He believes you are hurt, waiting, questioning your worth. He thinks you are checking his social media, wondering what he is doing, waiting for a sign that he regrets leaving. But what if you didn't? What if, instead of sitting in pain, you transformed? What if, instead of waiting, you started building? Imagine a phoenix standing in the ashes of what was, once broken, once burned, but now rising higher than ever before. That is you. That is your power. And when he finally looks back, expecting to find the same woman he left behind, he will be met with something unrecognizable, someone unstoppable. At first he won't notice. He will be caught up in the illusion of something new, something exciting. He will convince himself that he made the right choice, that he upgraded. But as time passes, the cracks will start to show. The excitement will fade, the thrill will turn into routine. And that's when the emptiness sets in. He will sit in the silence of his own decisions, realizing that what he had with you was more than just a relationship. It was home. And now, that home is gone. Imagine a man standing in a room filled with mirrors. At first, he only sees his own reflection, his pride, his ego, his confidence. But as the days pass, the mirrors begin to change. Instead of seeing himself, he sees memories of you, the way you laughed, the way you supported him when no one else did, the way your presence felt like warmth on the coldest days. He will look into those mirrors, searching for the woman who once stood by his side. But she will no longer be there. And that emptiness, that is what will haunt him the most. But this isn't about him. This isn't about making him regret, making him suffer, or proving a point. This is about you, about stepping into your power, about becoming the woman you were always meant to be. Because you're not just a moment in someone's life. You are a force. You're not replaceable. You're not forgettable. You're not just another name on his list. You're the lesson he was never prepared to learn. Now is not the time to cry. Now is not the time to question. Now is the time to rise. Because every time he doubted you, every time he took you for granted, every time he thought you would never leave, it was fuel. Fuel to become stronger, to become wiser, to become someone who will never be placed in a position of doubt again. The world is watching. You are watching. And this is the moment you reclaim everything that was ever taken from you. Not by proving yourself to him, but by proving to yourself that you never needed him in the first place. Because a queen does not chase. A queen does not beg. A queen does not wait to be chosen. She chooses herself. And once you step into that power, there is no going back. He thought he could replace you. He thought he could find another version of you. But what he never understood is that you were never just a woman in his life. You were the woman, the one who stood by him, the one who lifted him, the one who saw his potential when he couldn't see it himself. And now he will spend the rest of his life searching for what he once had, only to find that nothing compares to you. Queens, this is your time. The waiting is over. The pain is over. You are not shattered. You are a force of nature. He walked away. Good. Now, nothing stands in your way. Your future is calling. Will you answer? Queens, if this message awakened something inside you, if it reminded you of the power, the strength, and the fire that has always been within you, then show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. We are here, working hard to bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the strength you need to rise above, to reclaim your worth, and to never again settle for less than you deserve. This is your time. Stand with us, grow with us, and let's build this empire together. Number 1. He thought the grass was greener. Now he's choking on the weeds. Have you ever seen a man walk away with confidence, convinced that he was moving towards something better, only to realize too late that he had made the worst mistake of his life? He thought he was choosing an upgrade. He thought he was stepping into something new, exciting and fulfilling. But now he stands in the mess he created, surrounded by nothing but weeds, choking on the very choice he was so sure of. He believed he had won. But what he didn't see coming was the slow, creeping regret that would strangle him from the inside out. Marcus Aurelius once said, "A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions." And that's exactly where he failed. He thought love was a game of options, a matter of trade-ins and quick replacements. He was chasing an illusion, blinded by the belief that he could throw you away and still come out ahead. But life has a way of humbling those who take the rarest things for granted. And now he's realizing that not everything new is better, and not everything lost can be replaced. At first, he was sure of himself. He thought leaving you behind was his victory. He imagined a future where he would be happier, freer, and more in control. He believed that the excitement of something different would make him forget you. But what he never considered, what never crossed his mind, was that love is not about finding something new. It's about recognizing something real. And now, as time passes, the truth is sinking in. He does not feel lighter. He does not feel stronger. He does not feel free. Instead, he feels the weight of what he lost pressing down on him, growing heavier with each passing day. Imagine a man standing in a beautiful garden, surrounded by warmth, love, and care. He never watered the flowers, never appreciated their beauty, never understood the value of what he had. One day, he looks over the fence and sees something that looks brighter, shinier. So he walks away. But when he gets closer, he realizes that what he thought was a lush paradise was nothing but weeds, tangled and suffocating. He tries to go back, but the gate is locked. The garden he left behind no longer waits for him. And now he stands alone in the middle of a wasteland, knowing that he was the one who destroyed his own happiness. He thought you would be the one suffering. He thought you would be lost without him. He assumed that you would break, that you would be waiting in the shadows, hoping he would come back. But what he never expected, what he never saw coming, was your transformation. You are no longer the woman he left behind. You are no longer someone who waits. Because while he was chasing illusions, you were building something real, yourself. Now is not the time to cry. Now is not the time to question why he left. Now is the time to rise. He made his choice, and now he must live with it. But you You are no longer tied to his mistakes. You are no longer bound to the past, because a woman who knows her worth does not wait for a man to realize it. She walks away and never looks back. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. He chose the weeds. I became the garden. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done questioning your worth. If this message lit a fire inside you, if it reminded you of the power you've always had, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here, working hard to bring you the lessons that will set you free. Because you were never meant to be an option, you were meant to reign. Number 2. He traded a diamond for glass. Now he's bleeding from the pieces. Have you ever seen a man hold something priceless in his hands, only to throw it away for something cheap? Have you ever watched him let go of something rare, thinking he could replace it with something ordinary? He thought he was making a smart choice. He thought he was moving on to something better. But now, as the truth settles in, as the illusion fades, he is left with nothing but the sharp edges of his own mistake. He traded a diamond for glass, and now he's bleeding from the pieces. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." He wanted more. He wanted something new, something different, something he thought would be easier. But what he never understood is that not everything that shines is gold. Not every new face, every new connection, every temporary thrill can replace what was once real. And now, as he looks down at the fragile thing he chose over you, he realizes he did not upgrade. He lost everything. At first, he felt powerful. He believed he made the right decision. He walked away with confidence, thinking that you were just another chapter, just another story. He convinced himself that someone else could fill the space you left behind. But love doesn't work like that. A deep connection, a true partnership, is not something that can be swapped out like a new pair of shoes. You were the foundation, the steady presence, the force that made him feel safe. But he mistook your strength for something replaceable. And now he's waking up to the cold truth. Nothing, no one, feels like you. Imagine a man standing at the edge of a river, holding a rare jewel in his hands. It has been with him for years, polished by time, made stronger by every trial, shaped into something truly one of a kind. But he gets distracted. He sees something shiny in the water, something that catches his eye. Without thinking, he tosses the jewel aside, reaching for what seems more exciting. But the moment he grabs it, the illusion shatters. It was never gold, never precious, just a worthless piece of glass. And when he turns back to find what he threw away, it's gone. The river has already carried it far beyond his reach. That is exactly what he has done. He thought he was winning, but now he's realizing he played himself. The thrill of something new is fading. The excitement has worn off. And now, the reality of what he lost is sinking in. He will search for you in every conversation, in every touch, in every quiet moment. But he will not find you. Because what he had with you was real, and what he chased was nothing but a mirage. But queens, this isn't about him anymore. This is about you. This is about stepping into your power, about understanding that you were never the one who lost. He gambled with your worth, and now he's paying the price. But you are rising, you are evolving, you are stepping into a version of yourself that he will never have access to again. Because a diamond does not beg to be picked up again. A diamond does not lose its value because a fool failed to see it. It simply shines, unbothered, untouchable, and out of reach. Now is the time to let go of the past, Now is the time to stop looking back. He made his choice, and now he must live with it. But you are not broken. You are not replaceable. You are the rarest thing he will ever know, and the only thing he will never get back. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. I was the diamond he took for granted. Now he bleeds from the pieces of his own mistake. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done explaining. And if this message spoke to your soul, if it reminded you of the power you've always had, like this video and subscribe. We are here, working hard to bring you life-changing lessons, because you were never meant to be an option. You were meant to reign. Number 3. He thought you were replaceable. Now every woman he meets reminds him of what he lost. Have you ever seen a man search for something in every direction, only to realize that what he's looking for is gone forever? He thought you were replaceable. He believed he could find another you, another version of the love you gave, the warmth you carried, the way you made him feel. But now, with every woman he meets, with every conversation he forces himself into, with every moment he tries to recreate, he is met with the same crushing truth. No one else is you, and nothing he finds will ever come close to what he lost. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And right now, his thoughts are restless. He thought moving on was easy, that filling your place would be simple. But now, he is haunted, not by what he lost, but by the realization that he will never have it again. He wanted something new, something exciting, something different. And now he is left with empty conversations, meaningless connections, and the lingering feeling that he let go of something priceless. At first, he won't admit it. He will tell himself that everything is fine, that he made the right choice. He will try to convince himself that he is happy. But no matter how many times he repeats the lie, his heart will betray him. He will hear your voice in places you no longer are. He will look into the eyes of another and search for the depth he once found in yours. He will replay old memories, trying to force himself to forget, only to realize that forgetting you is impossible. Imagine a man standing in front of a mirror, but instead of seeing himself, he sees reflections of the past, your laughter, your kindness, your presence. He tries to look away, but no matter where he turns, there you are. Not because you are still holding on to him, but because his own choices won't let him escape the truth. He thought you were just another woman, just another love, just another moment in time. But now, he understands. You were the standard, and everything after you is just a shadow. But this isn't about him. This is about you. Because while he is out there searching, you are rising. You are stepping into a version of yourself that no longer seeks validation, no longer waits to be chosen, no longer bends to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. He thought you were replaceable, but you are unforgettable. You are the lesson he was never prepared to learn. Queens, this is your moment. This is the time to step into the power that was always yours. You are not just a memory in his past. You are the fire that will burn in his mind for the rest of his life. He will realize that the love you gave was rare, that the presence you carried was irreplaceable, that the woman he took for granted was the one thing he should have held on to. But by the time he understands this, you will be untouchable. Write this in the comments and claim it. I was never replaceable. I was unforgettable. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done looking back. Like this video and subscribe, because we're here, working hard to remind you of your power, your worth, and the unstoppable force that you are becoming. No more waiting, no more chasing. It's time to reign. Number 4. You were the warmth in his winter. Now he's left in the cold. Have you ever seen a man take warmth for granted, only to freeze when it's gone? He thought he could walk away, that he could replace what you gave him, that love like yours was easy to find. But now, as the cold settles in, as the silence stretches, as the weight of his choice presses down on him, he finally understands. You were the fire in his winter, the light in his darkest moments. And now he is standing in the cold, and there is no way back. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Right now, he is learning this truth the hard way. He thought he had control, that leaving you meant he was in charge. But what he never realized is that true power wasn't in walking away, it was in what he walked away from. And now, as he stands alone in the freezing emptiness of his choices, he finally feels what he never saw before. Your absence is the coldest thing he has ever known. At first, he didn't notice the change. He was distracted by the thrill of something new, believing that you were just a chapter he could close and move on from. He thought warmth was everywhere, that he could find the same comfort, the same safety, the same love in another. But love is not replaceable. Love is not something you just swap out when it no longer excites you. And now he feels the chill of his own mistake creeping in, a cold that no distraction can cover. Imagine a man standing in front of a roaring fire, taking its heat for granted. He never thinks about what keeps it burning, never appreciates the light it casts, never fears that one day it might go out. He simply assumes it will always be there, ready to warm him whenever he chooses. But one day he turns his back, walks away, and doesn't look back. And when he does, the fire is gone, the warmth is gone, and all that's left is the unforgiving cold. He reaches out, but there's nothing to hold. He searches for the warmth he once ignored, but it's too late. Because once the fire has burned out, it doesn't return. Right now, he is trying to pretend he's fine. He is convincing himself that he made the right choice, that he isn't feeling the cold creeping into his bones. But deep down, he knows. He knows that what he had with you was different, that what you gave him was more than just presence, it was home. And now, as he looks around at the empty spaces, at the hollow conversations, at the shallow connections, he realizes he did not just lose you. He lost the only place where he was truly seen, truly understood, truly loved. But Queens, this is not about him. This is about you. You were never meant to be somebody's temporary warmth. You were never meant to be the fire he runs back to when the cold gets too much. You are not a second chance. You are not an option. You are the woman he will never deserve again. And the moment you realize that, the moment you choose yourself, you become untouchable. Enough waiting, enough wondering. You are not shattered. You are a force of nature. He left? Good. Now nothing stands in your way. Let him sit in the cold of his own mistakes. Let him feel the absence of everything he once had. Let him carry the weight of what he can never get back. Because you are rising. And the fire that once warmed him, it now burns only for you. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. I was the warmth he took for granted. Now he's left in the cold. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done looking back. And if this message spoke to you, if it reminded you of the power you've always had, then like this video and subscribe. We are here, working hard to bring you the lessons that will set you free. Because Queens, you were never meant to be an option. You were meant to reign. Number 5. He replaced you. But now, you're the one he can't replace in his heart. Have you ever seen a man search for something he once had, only to realize it's gone forever? He thought he could replace you, like switching out a worn-out shirt, like finding something new would erase what he left behind. He believed love was something he could trade, that the next woman would make him forget, that he would move on without looking back. But now, as he lies awake at night, scrolling through memories, feeling the emptiness that lingers where your love used to be, he finally understands. He didn't just replace you, he lost you, and now nothing can fill that space. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And right now, his thoughts are restless. He thought walking away meant freedom, that he could leave without consequences. But true loss is not felt in the moment. It is felt in the silence that follows. And now that silence is deafening. Every conversation feels shallow. Every new connection lacks depth. Every touch reminds him of the one he let go. Because love is not a game of replacements. Love is not about filling a spot with just anyone. Love is about connection, about feeling seen, about having something real. And what you gave him, that was real. At first he felt confident. He convinced himself that he made the right choice. He smiled, laughed, pretended he had moved on. But the truth has a way of creeping in when the distractions fade. He sees your name and feels something tighten in his chest. He hears a song that reminds him of you, and suddenly the room feels empty. He looks at the person he replaced you with and realizes she is not you. She doesn't understand him the way you did. She doesn't bring him peace the way you did. And no matter how hard he tries, no matter how much he tells himself he made the right decision, the reality is undeniable. He let go of something irreplaceable. Imagine a man who once held the rarest diamond in his hands. He admired its beauty, its shine, its value. But over time, he stopped appreciating it. He thought he could toss it aside and find another just like it. So, he did. He walked away, confident that another diamond would come along, confident that he would never regret it. But when he picked up what he thought was another diamond, it wasn't the same. The weight was different. The shine was dull. The value was gone. And as he looked back at the one he threw away, he realized he made a mistake that could never be undone. But this is not about him. This is about you. Because the moment he thought he could replace you was the moment you needed to understand something powerful. You were never meant to be an option. You were never meant to be weighed, measured, and swapped out like something temporary. You are not just another woman. You are the lesson he was never ready to learn. And now is your time to rise. Not to chase, not to explain, not to prove anything to him, but to step into the version of yourself that no longer looks back. Because a queen does not beg for recognition. A queen does not wait to be chosen. A queen does not sit in the shadows, hoping that a man finally realizes her worth. Number A. Queen reigns. A queen stands in her power. A queen does not just move on, she moves upward. And when he finally wakes up, when he finally realizes what he lost, when he finally sees that no one else will ever hold a candle to you, you will already be beyond his reach. Queens, he replaced you, but now you are the one he can't replace in his heart. Let this be your truth. Let this be your power. Let this be the moment you rise. Write this in the comments and claim it. I was never an option. I am the one he will never replace. Let the world know that you are done looking back. And if this message spoke to your soul, if it reminded you of the fire you've always had inside you, like this video and subscribe. We are here. working hard to bring you the lessons that will set you free. Because queens, you were never meant to be replaced. You were meant to reign. Number 6. He bet against you. Now he's losing the gamble of his life. Have you ever seen a man at the poker table pushing all his chips forward, confident that he holds the winning hand, only to realize too late that he bet everything on a losing game? That's exactly what he did when he walked away from you. He thought he had the upper hand. He thought replacing you was an upgrade. He believed he could gamble with your love, risk it all, and still come out victorious. But now, he's sitting in the wreckage of his choices, watching everything slip through his fingers, knowing he lost something he will never get back. Marcus Aurelius once said, "A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions." And what was his ambition? Temporary excitement, a thrill that faded faster than he ever expected. He bet against you, thinking you were ordinary, thinking you were easy to replace. But he was wrong. He gambled on a fleeting moment, and now he's left with nothing but regret. Because while he was busy playing games, you became something untouchable. And now, the one thing he truly needs, your presence, is the one thing he can never win back. At first, he won't admit it. He will act like he's fine, like nothing has changed. But as the days pass, the reality will settle in. The one who once gave him everything is no longer there. The warmth he once took for granted is gone. And the replacement? It doesn't feel the same. Because what he had with you wasn't just love. It was depth. It was understanding. It was something that can't be faked. Now he looks at what he chose and realizes he lost something rare while chasing something temporary. Imagine a man standing at a crossroads. One path leads to a castle, solid, strong, a home built with love and loyalty. The other, a road of illusions, filled with flashing lights and distractions. He chose the second path, thinking it was better, thinking he was stepping into something greater. But as he walks deeper, he realizes the truth. It was all a mirage. The lights flicker out, the excitement disappears, and now he is stranded in nothing but emptiness. And when he tries to turn back, the castle is no longer waiting. The doors are locked, the bridge is burned, and you are long gone. But this isn't about him. This isn't about making him regret, making him suffer, or proving anything to him. This is about you, about stepping into the woman you were always meant to be. Because you are not a gamble. You are not a risk. You are not a game that someone gets to play. You are the prize that only a worthy man can earn. And from this moment forward, you will never again let anyone make you feel like an option. You were not made to wait for him to wake up. You were not made to chase after someone who treated you like a bet instead of a blessing. You were made to rise, to thrive, to create a life so powerful, so radiant, that no one will ever dare to question your worth again. And while he is sitting there, drowning in his own regret, you are walking forward, stronger, fiercer, and more unstoppable than ever. Queens, it's time to claim your power. Write this in the comments and claim it. I was never a gamble. I am the prize. Let the world know that you are done being underestimated, done being taken for granted, done being anything less than extraordinary. And if this message lit a fire inside you, if it reminded you of the power you've had all along, then like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here, working hard to bring you life-changing lessons, because you were never meant to be an option. You were meant to reign. Number 7. He was the fool who thought love was a game. Now he's playing alone. He thought love was a game. He played his cards, made his moves, and believed he had control. He thought he could leave, come back, disappear, reappear, like love was some endless round of a game he would always win. But love is not a game. Love is not a cheap trick. And now, as he looks around, expecting to see you still waiting, still holding space for him, he realizes the truth. He is playing alone. Seneca once said, "Fate leads the willing, but drags along the unwilling." He had something rare, he had something real, but instead of valuing it, he gambled it away. He treated love like a competition, always testing, always keeping score, always seeing how far he could push before you broke. But what he didn't see, what his ego refused to let him believe, is that you were never playing. You were giving, you were loving, you were all in. And now he has lost the only thing that ever truly mattered. At first, he thought walking away gave him power. He believed that replacing you meant winning. He was so sure that he had the upper hand, that he could trade your love for something new, something different, something easier. But now, as he sits in the silence of his own choices, the realization creeps in. He didn't win. He lost. And the worst part, the game is over, but you're the one who walked away with the victory. Imagine a man standing in front of a chessboard, making move after move, confident in his strategy. But then, suddenly, the queen disappears from the board. The piece he thought he could control, the one he underestimated, the one he assumed would always be there, gone. And without the queen, the game falls apart. That's what just happened to him. He played himself, and now, as he reaches out, as he tries to fix what's been done, he realizes the queen does not return to a game she was never meant to play. But this isn't about him anymore. This is about you. This is about stepping into a version of yourself that no longer waits for a man to see your worth. He replaced you? Good. Now, it's time to become the woman he will never be able to replace. The woman he will search for in every face, in every conversation, in every night he spends alone, but never find. Because you were never just a woman. You were the lesson he never thought he'd have to learn. You are not shattered. You are a force of nature. You don't need him to see your worth. You only need you to see it. He was reckless with something priceless, and now he will live with that loss forever. And as for you, you are stepping into something bigger, something greater, something unstoppable. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. He played the game, but I walked away with the victory. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done hoping for a man to see what was always in front of him. And if this message spoke to your soul, if it reminded you of the power you've had all along, then like this video and subscribe. We are here, working hard to bring you the truth, the lessons, and the power that will set you free. Because queens, you were never meant to be played. You were meant to reign. Number 8. He replaced you, but now he realizes it was never you who needed him. It was always him who needed you. Have you ever seen a man walk away with confidence, believing he was the one in control, only to realize too late that he was the one who needed you all along? He thought he was making the right choice. He thought replacing you meant moving forward, meant finding something new, something different. But now he is sitting in the silence of his own mistake, drowning in the weight of what he lost. Because it was never you who needed him, it was always him who needed you. And now that you're gone, he feels it. He feels it in ways he never expected, in ways that will haunt him for years to come. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Right now, his thoughts are restless. He convinced himself that he was better off without you, He believed walking away would make his life easier. But the truth is crashing down on him like a wave, relentless and inescapable. Because happiness was never in the arms of another. It was in the love you gave, the support you provided, the presence that made his world feel whole. And now, that presence is gone. At first, he didn't notice it. He was caught up in the excitement of something new, something different. He felt powerful, believing he had the upper hand, believing you were the one who lost. But time is a cruel teacher. Because now, as the days turn into weeks and the weeks into months, the emptiness grows. He wakes up and reaches for his phone, expecting to see your name, but there is nothing. He scrolls through old conversations, searching for the warmth that once filled his life. But all he finds is a cold reality. You have moved on, and he is the one left behind. Imagine a man standing in a house he once called home. Every room was filled with warmth, laughter, and love. But one day, he walks out, believing he can find something better. He steps into a new place, confident that he will build the same kind of comfort elsewhere. But as time passes, the walls feel empty, the air feels cold, and he realizes what made his old house a home wasn't the space itself, it was you. And now, no matter how hard he tries, he can't recreate what he lost. That is exactly where he is now. He thought he could replace you. He thought he could find another version of you. But love isn't something you can swap out like an old shirt. Love is energy, connection, depth. And yours was one of a kind. He never thought he would lose it. He never thought you would truly walk away. But now, he sees the truth. You are no longer his. And that is a pain deeper than anything he ever imagined. But this isn't about him. This is about you. Because while he is sitting in regret, lost in his own mistakes, you are rising. You are stepping into the power that was always yours. He thought you needed him to be whole. He thought without him, you would break. But look at you now, still standing, still thriving, still unstoppable. A queen does not chase. A queen does not wait for a man to realize her worth. A queen does not shrink herself to fit into a space that was never meant for her. A queen reigns. And that is exactly what you are becoming. A woman so strong, so radiant, so untouchable, that when he looks back, all he will feel is the weight of his own foolishness. Queens, he lost you, but you found yourself. And that is a victory he will never recover from. Write this affirmation in the comments and claim it. He needed me more than I ever needed him. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done looking back. If this message spoke to your soul, if it reminded you of the power you have always had, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here, working hard to bring you the lessons that will set you free. Because you were never meant to beg. You were meant to reign.